Okay, so it's Wednesday, April 13, 2022. Damn, I hesitated a little. What's up with that? I don't know. Yeah, but it is Wednesday the 13th. It's not supposed to be one of those hypochondriacs or whatever it's called. Hyperstitious, superstitious, whatever. So, I want to talk a little bit about yesterday's um, incident on the train station in Brooklyn at 36th Street train station, which it only got one exit, which I think it's like beyond ridiculous, that there's only one exit at that station and there's still no elevator. The city council district over there is Chicano because I guess you don't want to be Mexican. I don't know the bullshit with that. It's a gay Chicano, married to an Arab, of course. and I mean, I haven't really seen it. My boyfriend sent me the video. Send me a video, something. It's only it's like an hour, 2 hours video. I don't even know. It's like I haven't had time. I got home late last night from Long Island and Flushing. I stopped by Flushing or Flushing. Well, I was in Long Island, I somehow ended up in a different train station, which was great. I found another route. If I ever need to go back to North Shore Hospital, and I guess it's Manhasset, and so I ended up in the Manhattan station of the Long Island Railroad, and yeah, so I was I went into this restaurant, and because they had tables outside, I was like, I didn't even care or whatever, I could sit on the sidewalk, and it was the sun. Like right now is when I'm sitting on this side now. I can get some sun on this side. I gotta flip it around, and so I went in there after I ate my lunch, dinner, whatever. I ordered a gyro. I thought it was gonna be a lot better, but it was alright. It's alright. I think it was better than the diners. I mean, sometimes if you go to a Greek diner, they might have it, but I mean, if they don't order every day, so it's like it's best to go to a Greek restaurant, to get them anyway. So, but I went back inside, and they had this channel from South Carolina, I think. Oh my God, I'm still sleepy. So they was running this video on a loop, this little segment of the shooting. So, and that one wasn't bloody or anything. It was kind of like New York one, kind of like. And they was talking and talking, and but there was no sound obviously on the television. So oh my God, I'm getting sleepy again. Ooh. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. And that was the only clip. That must have been like 4. Yeah, 3. No. I remember now what time it was. It was 2 o'clock. By the time I finished, no. I got there at 2 o'clock. Yeah, it was 3. Yeah, it was 3. And oh my God, look at these devils. I'm so tired of bullshit. Damn, it's like we cannot even have any sun. Look at that. Oh, it's already. That's why they say it was gonna be cloudy all day. They say cloudy all day. I was like, like, oh, the sun came out. My birds got so happy when the sun came out. They started singing, chirping. Uh, so I think like, I mean, first thing I'm gonna sit down shooting. I'm like, and then they say that he ran away. He got away. He looked like the guy's at least 6'2". So, and they got cameras. I know that station because that's where Costco is at. So I was like, so you don't have a video of him storming out of there. So it's like all calculated, like, like little droplets, the bullshit, little droplets of bullshit. I thought it's like, nah. I mean, like the moment, like if you don't see him doing, they can blur it, but you can see his movements and stuff, I think they are photoshopping the video to make it like look more spontaneous or whatever. I mean, that's the first thing you do as a news person, a news channel, whatever. You show, that, but they, all they see in the video is like, a bunch of Mexicans, just, and they was like kind of like weird. It was not like panic in their eyes. I didn't get that. Well, the television was like this big in the restaurant. I didn't see no like panic. Where's that smoke from? Where's that smoke from? And then like, I got on the train and then I ran into some brothers, some Guatemalan brothers, and it's like, so I asked him, and I was like, I don't know nothing about guns or anything. Is that supposed to make all that smoke? What was that smoke? They're like, okay, now they're gonna say that somebody, had some smoke machine to, I don't know, it's just so bizarre. And I tell you why, because I've been observing for the last 2 years. First they came out with the defund the police. Especially they had a hashtag defund NYPD. And I noticed it's like, yeah, that's too, and talk about is the same Chicano guy who was in the forefront of that shit. Which is a phony ass demon rat. Sorry I talk like that about my people, but like he's just a sellout from hell. I mean, it just like did not make any sense because like I say, by the time I went inside, it was like 3:05. So my boyfriend had already texted me, oh, there was a shooting, on 36th Street, and I was like, wow. It's like, I thought it was like, they had the television, but there's no sound or nothing, and they don't care, as much as they say they do care, Otherwise, I mean, it's their restaurant. I mean, you would have the volume up and trying to figure it out, right? To get into the bottom of this. Like maybe they already know something that we don't know. Because they wasn't worried. They wasn't worried at all. So, I just found that very odd that you had like, what was it, like 40 seconds, no, maybe a minute clip. I don't know. I'm not really good at timing and stuff like that, So you got that, and at that time, I mean, it looked like a major news station, and all they kept running was like, because I was there for a while, like waiting for somebody to get off the ladies' room, So at that time, you don't have nothing. You have not released nothing. You got no interviews of the victims. You got no. I mean, just look about what we're doing in Ukraine. Just look at what we're doing in Ukraine. And you think all the montages or whatever you say, they are only in Ukraine? No, they've been having, like we've seen that. I mean, people forget, how many hoaxes people expose in South Side Chicago and the West Side too, and even Baltimore and Philly. There's been incidents. There's been incidents like that. This is like, I mean, not exposed, but like fishy stuff, like, and everybody's like, how come they can never catch the guys? How come they can never catch the guys? It's like, shit don't make any sense. Cameras everywhere. It's like what was that, 3 years ago? In Brownsville, I think. It was in Crowd House. It was one of those homecoming celebrations. And as they was taking the stage down, somebody just went there like, bah, 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 bah. I don't think they caught him. They kept saying like, oh, they came from the Rockaways or whatever. It's so cute. It's only one person? Oh my god. Oh no, there's two. There's another lady. Is that like how many? Like 15? I don't know. I cannot count. 12. I don't know. I'm not good at that. I hope there are ladies with them, because something like, oh my gosh, so scary. I don't know if they're tied up. They tie them all up and just go to the street or that. Because that's why God never gave me children. I'm so shy. I'm telling you, it's been more than 2 years already. Every newspaper, every effing newspaper. Oh my God, shooting. You read it like, oh yeah. But they never tell you, hey, we are the largest city in the United States. Shit happened. Especially now, people are stressed out because the lockdown devastated the economy of the little people, what they call it, right? As much as they have tried to cover it up, you still see a lot of business out of, shops that went out of business. And granted, some of them, I guess they, I don't know, there was a lot of fires, so at least they got some insurance policies, but just it don't even make sense. And then I found my neighbor, Rakim, who's in the Dykeman houses. He was on the same bus, I didn't even know. Because they have not finished painting the damn bridge. More than 3 years and they cannot finish painting the damn bridge. I'm like, I don't know how many crackers take to change a light bulb. For real. We built an entire international airport in Mexico City in 3 years, from scratch. And the best part of it is that it was our military, our own armed forces built it up. And people, oh my God, you will not mess it up. Now you get all these freaking idiots saying that, we shouldn't be using the armed forces for that, we should not, whatever. Listen, They didn't even have quarters to sleep in. They, they didn't even got quarters to sleep in. We had to build the quarters with the showers and everything. Like, you know, of course, I mean, that's by design. Uh, Also, I was, you know, we were saying goodbye because he was going down Burnside. I mean, I mean, we call it Alanonic. A lot of people, they don't know what that is, you know. I mean, he's a caretaker of the entire family. And he was gonna go visit his uncle, that, you know. So, as I was waiting, you know, it's like my heart still like, you know, because I have an Obama tablet that I got from Boost Mobile. So I don't have a cell phone. Supposedly it's coming in the mail in 3 weeks because they said they don't have cell phones. How ghetto is that? You know, if you have Obama phones, they're pieces of shit. The Obama phones, you know. I mean, but I'm gonna change it for the one that SafeLink gave me because they didn't even give me new data. I didn't want to argue with them. I say like, okay, you know, I waited a whole week. I like to say, okay, you're not gonna give me new data. I mean, like, I'm out of here. So, and they didn't even ask me, like, until I hung up. I was like, you didn't ask me to send back the phone? I feel like, for real? Assurance Wireless send you an envelope, you send it back, which is great. You know, and actually I'm gonna put like 4 cell phones I got so they can recycle. I hope they recycle. I'm to just dump it in the bottom of the ocean with everything else, right? Because we're dumping like hundreds of thousands, you know, a week of tons, hundreds of thousands of tons of garbage in the oceans. Unbelievable. So, they're doing a lot of false flag. Shit is false flag. And everybody, oh my God. For what? So they can say, oh yes, we need pigs everywhere. That station, there's always at least 4 of them. You go downstairs, there's more. Did they prevent it? They did not prevent it. If anybody want to do something, you can put pigs everywhere. If somebody's really like that, you know, they're still gonna do a lot of damage. By the time, you know, even they're so well trained supposedly as to, you know, take out somebody who's, you know, on a wall. He got away. How he got away? In only one exit. Oh yeah, it was one exit. Of course, he go east, he go west, you know. So that because that's 2 exits. No, but from the ramp. When you come out of the ramp, you know, the train station, the ramp. I said the platform. You go upstairs. You can go that way. You can go this way. You know, this way like Costco. Or you can go the other way. So it's like 1 exit to get out the platform and 2 exits to get out the train station. That's it. Where's the footage? I want to see the footage getting away while these damn pigs, they was just watching like this. The same they did during the lockdown, whatever that you know, people was like going in Soho, taking all this shit out. They was right there, tons, and one of my many channels, I have to, you know, like censorship is off the hook. I hope it's still the videos. I mean, like, I don't even touch in the channel because I don't want to, the rhythm to find me out. Mm. And then there's tons of videos of them pigs destroying property. No, but that's not important. Facts are not important, right? It's pesky facts. I mean, pesky facts. I'm sorry, I'm right. As far as I know, not a single human rights organization went after Justin Trudeau in Canada, freezing everybody's bank accounts. All the human rights is like they were like, I don't see nothing, I don't hear nothing, so they cannot protest no more because they're gonna freeze all their assets. I remember the interview one cracker said, ain't you worried they're gonna freeze the account? I ain't got shit. I don't know why he was laughing. Maybe he got it all under the mattress. I don't know. Because come on, that's a special kind of. You're stupid if you got the pale skill privilege and you still end up broke. What can I tell you? You know? Oh, I was telling you. So I was saying goodbye to my neighbor, and that tablet went off. Oh my God! It was like, and I was for like a second, which it felt like, like 10 minutes. I was like, what? What could it be? What could it be that, that they have, I don't know if I can read it, because, this Obama tablet, in the sun, you cannot read it. I took a screenshot. I don't know if I ran out of data. I click on the link to find out more. The link don't work. How convenient, right? How convenient. They send you an alert. I don't know, it's like a purple alert. I don't know what color that is. So I really don't follow up the colors. I know orange and what's it? Orange and green. I don't know. So here it goes again. This shit is like, I get so because it's never something good. I think I got stopped. Oh yeah, here it is. Another alert. Is it the one? Yeah, I didn't bring my glasses because I don't want to break them. I have such a little purse. Anyway, let me focus on finding the screenshot. Oh my God. I hate electronics. Obviously. I just want to read you what it said, It came out at 10:21 and 31 seconds in the morning today. 4/13/22. Wanted for Brooklyn subway shooting. Frank James, male, 62 years old. 62, come on. So it's not even like his prime, I mean like, any information can be directed at NYPD tips, 800, blah, 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 blah. More info and photo on the link. The link didn't open. I was in the ladies' room over here on the park, which surprisingly enough, it was open. I'm like, sometimes you go and shit is closed. It's like, okay, so. I'm like, are you serious? You actually, you sounded that shit. I mean like, because I mean, I know them. I know how they do false flags. And they're gonna say, oh, it came from the Federation. That shit came from the Federation. And we're like, boom. The same thing they did with the Twin Towers. Don't joke with that shit. Don't joke. I was like, I was rushing to get the damn tower. I didn't even want to get it first. So like, what could have been? The shooting was yesterday. I mean, we're White World War III, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm very sensitive. Like, you know, yesterday's trip, it like, you know, activated a lot of trauma I had when I first came to this country. And I used to escape, you know, staying in my auntie's Porsche. I was staying in the Porsche. We didn't even have windows. That shit didn't even have windows, you know. But I went to Service Merchandise and I bought a sleeping bag, which was supposed to resist up to like 20 degrees below. So I put like thermals, I put, you know, sweatpants, I put like whatever, I go to sleep. Really peaceful. I was 23 years old, you know, so nothing affected me. Look, here's going again. Here's going again on this shit. We don't have money for nothing, but we got money for that shit. We got tons of money for that shit. It's like everybody's talking about how the dollar is plummeting, which I don't want that. Obviously, because a lot of people gonna go down. You know, it's not that easy. I've been listening to several economists, and they say like, if the dollar drop is not as pretty as we think it's gonna be. You know, I cannot tell you because I don't have that language. You know, but I know. I mean, common sense tell you if there's a paradigm change of that caliber, and if it's fast, I mean, anyway, so I know a lot of people saying, yeah, I'm retired of the damn dollar, terrorism, but so yeah, I used to go downtown. I never told her. I never told her that I was going downtown, you know, on my day off. And I remember sometimes I got lost. Because I didn't know those damn trains in the evening, they don't run. They stop running like the same way. So basically I was like 95th Street, Southside Chicago. So it was just a shuttle at night. So I didn't even know that shit. I didn't speak English, and I used to get like really scared, you know. I don't know for what. You know? But now that I rode the damn train again, I was like, oh my God, I just kept saying, I don't want to get lost. I don't want to get lost in Long Island, miss my appointment. Then they cancel my surgery because, you know, that crackery shit is like. So needless to say, I'm very emotional about that. But I'm glad it came out. I'm glad that I know where it's coming from. I'm glad, you know, like whatever, you know, just like. And it went all together with the illegal shit, you know. Illegal shit, you know, that, you know, you start seeing ice everywhere, even in your drink. You see that? It's no effing joke. It's no effing joke, especially the damn millennials and shit like that. The glass generation. They wouldn't be like, especially back then, because there was no information. All you heard about, like, oh my God, somebody got snatched. You know, that was it. You know, of course, it's like, it just become like this senseless panic, you know, getting snatched by ICE. So
Sometimes I wonder why I was so mean to myself to stay here in those conditions, you know. That was like torture. And then, you know, there was always like the damn neighbors calling eyes on you and stuff like that. Thank God they never did on me, but I knew even in my family, it was freaking calling eyes on people like. And of course, I didn't want to go back home defeated. I don't know, sometimes I feel like I was possessed or something, you know? It's just like all the propaganda you see from childhood. Oh, the United States is so great. You just want to be here for no effing reason. You're just like, you know, you're like a zombie. You just want to be here. At what cost? I'm a nervous wreck. I mean, like, for real. I mean, like, still 32 years. Because I told my Guatemalan brothers, I told them, you know, I came in 1989. Say, oh shit, I wasn't born. He said it was 32 years. I mean, she's good at math. I don't know. I mean, I ended up enjoying myself, you know, having, you know, lunch outdoors and, you know, having a good time. Stuff, you know, I told my boyfriend I wish he was here, you know, with me. It would have been nice because it's such a tiny little town, you know, that Manhasset. It was really good. And I took one of these magazines from the news rack. Oh my God. I didn't look it until I was in the subway. I took the A train, you know, because I got off from Flushing. I haven't been in Flushing, like I said, a long time. So, you know, I thought I was gonna see, you know, like damn $300,000 homes, you know. It's a real estate magazine. I thought it was like, yeah, let's see, you know, what it's like over here. You know, just for like a joke. You know, of course I will never, and I will never. I mean, if I had that kind of money, God, strike me down. You know, how can people be like people starving and you hoarding money like that? Some kind of devil. So, you know, I started looking at the magazine. The cheapest home was like $1.6 million. Homes, $10 million homes. I mean, granted, the dollar ain't what it used to be, whatever. So I don't know. How you justify that? And then they didn't even look good. These homes. It was like, well, it's like. But some of them they look okay. Of course, they like them. I don't know what an acre is, but they have like I guess there are tons of acres. They have aerial shots, and they have you know, they have the ground shots of the other homes. It's like, how much is your commission? And I started thinking, and then this is plus tax, right? Or is it tax included? I don't know. When I bought my co-op, oh gosh, again, freaking helicopters. It's like every day, every morning, like, you know, I open my window because it's nice. Today it's gonna go up to 80. And you can hear that shit in the background. Good morning, Vietnam. You remember? I cracked me up like, oh my God. I don't know, just from that freaking joke. Obviously, I was never in Vietnam. It's like I just don't like helicopters. Period. I don't think military helicopters should be hovering nowhere unless it's an emergency, unless it's voted in Albany. It gotta be voted. I mean, like, why we have, and nobody speak up. Why we have military helicopters hovering all the time? What happened to the NYPD helicopters? Well, that's right, they're so corrupt. They stole all the money, right? I found out the other day that Trump was the one who gave the military the most budget ever. Where is like, I guess it was like, okay, if you want to do what you got to do, you got to give us money. So that's how he shot the money, with our tax dollars. So there was another. And I read a headline, well, whatever, you know what I mean. DeSantis gave all the money from the, you know, the COVID. He gave it all to the LAPD. I don't know if it's true. I would not be surprised, because they did the same shit over here. No matter, it just haven't come out in the news. They did the same thing they did over here. They gave it to the MTA, the New York City Transit. They haven't given a single check. I don't know what. And people, oh shit. And people are gonna get kicked out of their home. It's like the perfect storm brewing. And nobody see it, or nobody want to see it, nobody speak up. It's the silence of the lambs. You see how, you know, shit is getting, I mean, like, I need to spell it to people for real, you know. I've been saying that for like at least 3 years, you know. It's like now every subway station, every train station, every train car got fluorescent lighting, tons of cameras. They're feeding our face, everything to the mega, you know, super, you know, artificial intelligence. Come on. You think they really care about, like, you know, look at this. That station got cameras galore on 36th Street in Brooklyn. It got lighting. The guy got away. I understand if you got some stations, they got, you know, 3 exits in the middle and both ends. How he got away just like that? Especially at that hour, you know, there's always like, you know, they're lounging, they're always like telling jokes, ha 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 ha. They're always like leaning over there, you know, like, I know it's like, you know, one time I got admonished because, you know, I went in there, you know, like, I had like 2 bags of cat litters. It was like 42 pounds each and stuff. Somebody opened the door. It's like, shit, I went in, like, you shouldn't go. You shouldn't have gone. Like, shit, you see all the shit I got. You know, like, you know, don't do it again. They love, you know, to be, you know, colonial master. So the moral of the story, so they are hyping up the false flags abroad and here. Ain't that lovely? And nobody's calling them out. You know, how long it take you to release footage from inside the car? Now it's gonna be like Epstein. They're gonna find the guy, you know, that somebody suicided him. I mean, like, come on. You know, it don't take that much. I mean, it's not a big of, you know, like, oh, you want to do a false flag? Sure, you know. We get you out of the United States. We give you $10 million, so you go live your life wherever you want to go live your life, you know, and have a great life. Just never be seen again, like Epstein. Oh my God, it's like people are so stupid. When you see that shit is like, it's all in cahoots. He put his brother, you know, and his brother is making what, at least $250,000 a year. I mean, nepotism is okay now. And like, oh, you say something, you're a racist. It's like, why do you want his brother to work with him? Like, because it's the damn law. It's supposed to be the law for everybody. Oh, but they're gonna tell you we allow it for the colonial masters, so why can't we allow it for Eric Adams, right? Oh my God. And we don't have any gas for next winter. I mean, we got gas, but not enough. I mean, that shit's gonna get us. Well, they might, because now they have the technology to have really mild winters and really mild summers. Because last summer it was like, you know, I was freezing at night in the summertime. You know, it was a really mild summer. It was like, but I don't know. And what about the oil reserves? Trump got the oil reserve, strategic oil reserves. He got them for like $10 a barrel. And now the damn barrel is more than $100. That sounds like a really good business to me, right? What kind of logic is that? Getting over strategic oil reserves, and now we have to buy it at like 10,000% more expensive? Not to mention the gas. You know, Putin was giving us the gas for $200. $200 for 1,000 cubic feet. Now that shit is like $200. No, it was always $200. But we had a deal with the Federation that it was only $200 instead of like, no, I forgot. No, because when we sell it, it's $1,000, I think. Well, according to I mean, I have to continue doing more research, but according to some, you know, financial, whatever, you know, those people who talk, you know, I mean, whatever they call, they all say the same thing. It's like, this is the worst, it's like suicidal with the taxpayers' dollars. We're gonna get gas, yes, but at what cost? It's like, well, that's gonna be like what, 1,000% more expensive? Yeah, because Putin was giving it 200, and everybody else is selling it for $1,000. I think that's what it is. So it's not a good business. I mean, any way you look at it, it's not a good business to be like. And now I just learned that Finland is joining NATO, even when it's supposed to be neutral. How you're freaking supposed to be neutral and you're joining NATO? Don't you supposed to have military or something? And who else is joining NATO? I don't even know. I didn't even want to look it up. I don't even want to hear it, like, you know. But I mean, so far these guys I've been seeing, I haven't caught them in a lie. So I think it's true. I think it's true what they're saying, you know. So obviously, you know, President Putin, he already mobilized. He's getting ready to, you know, act out, because that's pretty much like spitting in his face. You know, we got treaties, we got the Minsk agreement, we got, you know, I mean, when NATO came out, that was the main condition, you know, to have none of the peripheral countries to the Federation to join NATO, right? Say, okay, you can do Europe, whatever, you know, but not that. Well, right now, pretty much we have cornered the Federation. The good thing is that they took control of the Mariupol port, the main port, maritime. So now, pretty much, they have the control of Ukraine to the ports, which is good. And I mean, I've seen video that they all surrender because they feel like, well, game over, you know. Imagine NATO being training, you know, the Azov militia and the whole Ukraine military for like 10 years. They say it's 5, but I think it's like 10 years. They've been training. So basically, they pumped him up and they say, "Oh, you're a bad bitch. Yeah, you can F him up. You can do whatever." It's like typical American psycho, you know, like we think we're competitive and whatever, you know, and then somebody come from another country and they take our job and then we go, "Damn you, taking my job." Well, you wasn't competitive. Your education, American education, is useless. People, they come from Pakistan, from India, whatever, and they really know what the hell they're doing. We don't know. They keep us, you know, low. So, you know, with that, you know, that's a plot to spark up the xenophobia, you know, like in Ukraine, that, you know, they've been like, there's the videos, you know, like the little crackers, they're like, they're like chanting, they take him in school, you know, all Nazi salute, all that shit. They're brainwashing them, you know, since babies to hate the Federation, which they are part of. You know, I told my brothers, it's like, ain't it so stupid like what's happening over there? It's like, you know, Guatemalans and Mexicans, we start fighting, like, oh, you are not, you know, you're not the good race. Like, we are the same people in the Anahuac, you know, I mean, like, come on. And we all been through the whole thing, all the moves, you know, like over there, the Federation, you know, the Tartars or Mongols, whatever you want to call them. They all moved there. They're always there. They always in the Anahuac. We had a Mongolic invasion, if you want to call it. And I mean, a long time ago. So to say, you know, oh, you know, which one don't got Mongolic, I mean, or Tartar DNA? We all got it. We all got it, you know. We like, that's natural. I mean, not really natural, I guess, sometimes, you know, because then that, mind you, the Khazars, and they was hiring all these barbarians to wreak havoc and to keep everybody scared. And that's the same tactics they ever do, you know. You know, this is what has happened with all these false flags in New York City. You know, like, oh my God, so many shootings, you know. And then you look at, you know, I'm like on Twitter, you look at these accounts that they're like, oh yes, you know, stop and frisk, yeah, whatever. They got like 100 followers, and they don't have a picture of themselves. We work for Eric Adams, right? And they're like, nobody in the right mind want to be policed even further. It's like wherever you go, you find them. It's like, you know, why is there so much, you know, in the subway? And they're just chilling over there, telling yours, ha 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 ha. You know, every damn train station, you know, like you have them over there. For what? For what? This shit happened yesterday. Because they cannot stop it. Nobody can stop it. You know, the only way to stop it is going to the root of the problem, which is the childhood, with the freaking video games, all these violence this, violence that, and most importantly, the poverty. There's a million studies. Poverty equals violence in the hood. People stressed out. They want to feed their children. They want to whatever, like, you know, and then, you know, the wife and everybody, they snap. Oh, when a bitch snap, oh, poor thing, you know, because of feminists, they all go like, oh, you know, she wasn't that bad. You know, she had a medication problem, whatever, blah, blah. But especially if he's a heterosexual African-American man, oh, that's it. Thug, devil, whatever, blah, 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 blah. They're still making excuses for the guy who shot more than 60 people in Vegas. You know, they say he was depressed and they changed his medication, blah, blah, blah. He killed, you know, Neanderthals. More than 60 in Vegas. People forgot. Oh, but he was having a bad day. He was having a bad day. Like, you gotta be like, you know, oh, they're like zombies already. People talking about zombies, and we are the zombies already. Like, you know, how come you don't have any common sense to say, like, this shit is not adding up? You know, and that's, you think if crime was to stop, NYPD was to disappear. Just like a doctor without sick people, like, go broke. So they gotta feed us, they gotta spray us, they poison the water, so we get sick and we go see the doctor. It's unbelievable. You see so many children with cancer. Oh, because there was no social media, but this shit has always been happening. No, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it wasn't, especially, you know, in my mom's town in Mexico. We never heard that. It was a small town. I mean, right now it's a larger city. But when we all grew up, you know, it was a small town. So, and my sister is a doctor. She would have known if there was babies with cancer. This shit is new. Oh my God, let me start getting going. It's 11:43. Yeah, my appointment is at 3 o'clock in the dentist at Walton Dental. Can't believe it's like almost like more than 4 years already. They haven't finished my teeth. I better get going because I'm gonna get pissed off. Oh, but the clinic downtown that I used to go, you know, that is open. So as a matter of fact, after the dentist, I think I'm gonna go down there and see if they can take me. Yeah, but I have to call my primary, no, not my primary, like, you know, managed care, Medicaid, managed care, I think, and I have to cancel Walton and transfer over there. Yeah, because this shit is like, can't believe they cannot even finish my teeth. And you know, they changed the dentist. You know, they put like you know, heavy-set Puerto Rican gay guy. So he took more X-rays, and he found another cavity. How come I've been going there, you know, to do the X-rays and shit like that? I got another cavity. I mean, anyway, I'm out of here.